So, that was an announcement. So, exciting stuff, but also very scary stuff. We have an announcement for Campaign 4. For Campaign 4, we have new story, which duh, but then new Game Master and new world. Let's go over just what that means. Game Master. They didn't say Dungeon Master, they said Game Master. Meaning they're probably going to go with Daggerheart and not D&D, which saddens me. I understand that they have a system now that they would want to push and that they would rather play over, somebody else's system. But that, I feel like, is going to... I've talked about this before, but I feel like that's going to push people away that like to know the rules of D&D, and they're not a huge fan of Daggerheart, but they are a fan of the people, so that's going to put them in a weird spot. It's like, yeah, I like to watch these people, but also I don't understand Daggerheart, or I'm not a fan of Daggerheart. I like D&D better, and I originally started watching this with D&D in mind. Now you're changing it up. What the fuck? So like that's a scare. And a new world, it's not going to be in Exandria, presumably, when they say new world. So that is interesting. They're changing basically everything about what we know about Critical Role. Now, getting a new Game Master, they could have fucked this up. They totally could have, but they chose the only person who could be a stand-in for Matt, and that's Brennan Lee Mulligan. Only person that I would allow, the only person that I feel comfortable standing in for Matt would be Brennan. If they chose almost anybody else, I don't think I'd watch. Or at least it'd be hard to get used to. But Matt is still going to be a player, and that's exciting for him. That he could actually be a player for a long-running campaign. But also on top of that, like, I understand he needs a break, and some other cast members need a break. But they also, like, not the entire cast of Critical Role is going to be in this campaign either. Some are, by what Matt said on stage, but then they're going to bring in some new faces. There's a lot of people who have qualms about this, and so do I. There's a lot of people who watch Critical Role for the cast. Like, not only because, like, we are, people are having fun playing D&D, but it's the chemistry that the entire cast has with each other, and we want to watch them. So, it's a weird decision to take away some of them. Now, if this was a decision where it's like, hey, we want to take a break, or we want to focus on other things, but we still have to have a campaign 4, like, we can't, not have the next major campaign, but we want to try diversify a little bit, or whatever. Like, I understand that, but as the next mainline campaign, that doesn't feel like a smart move. Call it Campaign 4 and change everything about it. No Matt Mercer as DM, which, again, Brennan's a fantastic choice. Really the only logical choice. But not in Exandria, presumably. And not even with the full cast. So that's kind of a... There's some people that I agree with that this should have been called something else. And because all the elements that are making this campaign isn't what people watch for. Like, people wanted the continuation of Exandria and what the ending of Campaign 3, the ramifications of their actions would be. And we know that Matt has said that they are going to be going back to Exandria in the future. And I'm assuming not only just for one-shots like Jester's Wedding and stuff like that, but for, like, full-blown campaigns. So I don't think, and I agree with the people who say this, I don't think this should have been Campaign 4. They should have advertised it in a different way. I know, like, the next campaign, the next big campaign, Campaign 4, everybody's looking for Campaign 4. Everybody wants Campaign 4. Like that's the draw here. That's what most eyes are on, is the next major campaign. But calling it the 4th installment when it doesn't have any of the any of the stuff that we grow to be used to from the first 3 campaigns, outside of some of the people are the same. And also, at least for me personally, depending on the player, 99.9% of players that they put on the show have been fine. They've been good. Like, I will watch any of them that have been, like, almost any of them that have been on the show, except for there was the one side campaign that was like everybody was different. It was like completely different everything, and that I just didn't really jive with that. But I just didn't jive with it. I have no qualms with anybody who was there. Just wasn't my cup of tea. But personally, especially with how she acted at the end of campaign 3, well, how her character acted, I hope Abria is not one of the people. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I do not like Abria. I know they do. And I'm not throwing any shade or anything. Like, I don't hate her or anything. Like, I'm not like that. I just don't enjoy her when it comes to content. I just don't. But that's just like a personal thing. So it's exciting, but it's also scary. Like, Brinley Mulligan being a dungeon master or game master for a long-running campaign on Critical Role is awesome, and Matt as a player is awesome. Just calling it the 4th installment, though, doesn't feel right. I know they need to take a break and have, get rid of the burnout. It's still a little jarring. It's a lot of change. It's a lot of change all at once. And again, it doesn't feel like a new campaign when everything's different. But we didn't get a whole lot of information outside of it's going to be in October. That's like the only thing we got. And then what I talked about already, which is we don't know the players. We don't know what the world is. It might be ice themed according to that opening intro thing that they did. And yeah, that's my thoughts. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, subscribe. If you want to see even more, check out the links down below. And until next time. Bye.